guys. I know you haven't seen me for a while. I've been MIA, but life happens, and I'm going to make a separate video on that. The purpose of this one is to give a book haul, and I have a couple of books. Some are from Barnes and Noble, and I think one is from Amazon, and I also have Target. So I'm gonna start first with the Target books. So I picked this one up today. It's called The Blast from the Past by Lucy Score, and I think this is the third book in a series. And this is about Riley Thorne and her hot tattooed private investigator boyfriend. They all moved to a new fixer-upper, and not only to finally have their own place, they also haven't found any new dead bodies on the premises. When Nick gives up sleeping and showering to obsess over the cold case that still haunts him, his business partner, Miss Penny, starts calling the investigative shots in his. It's every bit as bad as you can imagine. Riley has her hands full, but normal comes to a screeching halt when Riley is abducted by a stranger with Halloween candy and her powers suddenly go on the fritz. So that's The Blast from the Past by Lucy Score. I bought this one in Target. It was 20% off. That's why I still had the sticker. Also picked up Jennifer Weiner's The Breakaway. And this was also in Target, 20% off. And this is 33-year-old Abby Stern has made it to a happy place. True, she still has good jobs instead of a career, and the apartment where she's lived since college still looks like she just moved in. But she's got a good friends, her bike, and her bike club in Philadelphia. She's at peace with her plus size body, so she's a big girl. At least most of the time. Okay. 15 years later, Abby reconnects with a half-size Mark and finds out that he still adores her. It feels like fate. So this is like a second chance romance, and it's called The Breakaway. This one is Mary Case Andrews, Summers at the Saint. What a beautiful cover. So, summer, see the ocean, sailboats, okay. This was 30% off at Target, and it's a novel. And this is the synopsis. Everyone refers to Saint Cecilia as the saint. If you grew up coming here, you were a saint. If you came from the wrong side of the river, you were an ain't. Tracy Eddings was one of those outsiders whose family wasn't rich or connected enough to vacation here, but she could work here. One fateful summer she did, and she married the boss's son. Now she's the widowed owner of the hotel. So then she has financial troubles. Tracy Eddings has her back against a pink painted wall, beloved institution, and it will take all the wits and guts she has to see wrongs put up right, to see guilty parties put in their place. So that's a little bit about Summers at the Saint. Beautiful cover, hardcover. So those were the books that I bought at Target. Now I have one book that was from Amazon, and this one is Love Interest. It's a novel by Claire Gilmore, and I bought this one because I saw Haley Pham was reading it in a blog, and she really enjoyed it. So, and this is Cassie Maitland has always preferred the reliability of numbers. Now a 24-year-old fiance expert working in Manhattan, she wonders if the open project manager position at her company, Magazine Powerhouse LC Publications, is a sign from the universe to pursue a career with a little bit more sparkle. Alex Harrison is handsome, Harvard educated, enigmatic. Everybody loves him except for Cassie, but when the two are thrown together on the same project, what they discover about their company might change everything, including the dreams each of them is chasing. Okay, and there they are. They're in an elevator. Falling for each other is the risk and a reward. Love interest. Okay, so the next couple of books I bought Barnes and Noble. I have the bags here. And first of all, I wanted to say that I saw this movie, The Idea of You, with Anne Hathaway and Nicholas Galitzine. Galitzine. And then I saw the book. I usually read the book and then watch the movie, but this time I didn't know they were going to make this into it was a book and then they made it into a movie, but I watched the movie. But then I go to Barnes and Noble and I saw the book. So I was undecisive. I mean, there are two beautiful covers. So I guess this is the old version of the cover, and there's Anne Hathaway and Nicholas. That was the movie. It's a beautiful story about an older woman who falls in love with a younger guy. He's a singer of a boy band, and it has a beautiful ending if you haven't seen the movie or if you want to read the book. So I did a poll on which cover do you like best. I mean, most people like this one. I personally like this one. So that's that. And I also saw the Tearsmith. I was intrigued by the cover because I really love butterflies. I mean, I'm obsessed with butterflies. And this is by Erin Doom. And growing up, ghastly orphanage run by an abusive matron, Nika coped in the only way she could by retreating her imagination, where she lived out fantastical stories. So it sounds like an orphan living in an orphanages, and I guess escaping by making up stories, like fantasy stories. And when she's finally taken by an adopted family at 17, Nika thinks she's leaving the group home, its torments and her prison of overworldly tales behind her. That is, until Regal, a young man raised from birth in the same dreadful orphanage, joins her new family. Wow, very intriguing. The Tearsmith. Sounds like it's going to be a sad one. Love at First Book. And this is by Jen McKinley. And let's see. When a librarian moves into a quaint Irish village where her favorite novelist lives, the last thing she expects to fall in love with the author's prickly son until their story becomes one for the books. Sounds like a cute, fluffy romance. And I also have The Dixon Rule. This is the second book. The first book is The Graham Effect. This is by Elle Kennedy. Okay. The last book is a Christina Lauren book, and it's The Paradise Problem. So this is her newest book. It just came out, and it has very good reviews by other authors. And this is about Anna Green thought she was marrying Liam Weston for access to subsidized family housing in UCLA. She also thought she signed divorce papers when the graduation caps were tossed and they both went their merry ways. 3 years later, Anna is a starving artist living paycheck by paycheck, while Liam is a Stanford professor. He may be one of 4 here, but he has little interest in working for the heartless corporation of the family built. So he is interested, however, in the $100 million inheritance. And there's one catch. So I'm sure it involves Anna. Due to an antiquated clause in his grandfather's will, Liam can't claim the money until he's been happily married for 5 years. So just when Liam thinks he's in the home stretch, pressure mounts from his family and to see the mysterious spouse. Oh, so sounds like a marriage of convenience. Sounds very interesting. By Christina Lauren, which is actually 2 authors. It's 2 female authors. This is the picture. So it's not one person, it's 2. And that's about it. That's my book haul. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you soon.